24 of the best finds of 2024. These are the things I bought and loved, and so did you. Okay, we're going to count down from 24, ending with number 1, my favorite purchase of the year, and it's probably not what you would expect. So number 24 is this handheld shredder. I love this thing for easily keeping the paper clutter at bay. So I don't know about you, we get the mail in. Maybe I have bills or things that it's like some stuff gets filed, but some stuff needs to get thrown away. But I don't like to throw away, mail with personal information on it. But our regular large paper shredder is in the basement. Half the time it's jammed anyway. This is so much easier and allows me to really cut down on those piles of paper from piling up. So it is a little smaller than your traditional shredder. I just go a piece at a time, and you might have to fold it in half, but you literally just insert it into the slot, hand crank it, it shreds it, you can put it right in the trash, and then you don't have to worry about your personal information being seen. So this one, super affordable. I love keeping it in the kitchen in our junk drawer, but it would be really great in the office too. Number 23 is the coolest shower head. I know that's probably not a sentence you thought you'd ever hear, but this is so smart and functional. This shower head is not only one that comes off as a handheld that you can use to rinse yourself off or bathe kids or pets. The head of this comes off and it becomes a sprayer, almost like a hose, which is so smart, and it makes it so easy to clean your shower. I don't know about you, but we have one shower that has a handheld sprayer, and it is a dream for rinsing down the walls. And we have another one that doesn't, and that one is such a pain because before this shower head, I would have to fill a cup with water, toss it on the walls to rinse it. This is so much better. So now you just take the head off, rinse it down, and this is great for rinsing the walls after use if you want to cut down on soap, scum, and hard water, or after cleaning, but so genius. I am so glad I found this. It has made cleaning the shower less of a chore. Number 22 is for anybody with a duvet and a duvet cover. If you know what a pain it is when the two come apart and the duvet slides down into the cover and it's all bunched up. So instead, they make these pins. They come in a pack with several, and you just pin the two together in each corner. Now, I was afraid that these might come apart and then the pin would jab you in the middle of the night, but no, because there is a little safety feature on the side. It's a little button that you have to push in to get them to come apart. So once they're locked together, they're together, and your duvet is not going to be sliding down into the cover anymore. Number 21 won't be for everybody, but we have loved it, and that is this lint bin. It's magnetic and it sticks to the side of your washer or dryer. Comes in different colors. So for us, our laundry room is too small for a trash can. One would really just be in the way. And the nearest one is down the hall in the kitchen. And so, when you're doing laundry, you ball up the lint off the lint trap. It's a pain to have to hang on to it and then go throw it away. I know this is first world problems, but when you have a solution like this is so simple. This way, we can just toss it in this little lint bin right then and there, wait for it to get full, and then just toss all of it. Or if you're somebody who likes to save your lint, maybe use it in the summer, for bonfires or something, then it's a good way to collect it all. And then when it's full, you can transfer it somewhere else or use it right away. But it's a really good solution for your lint. Number 20 is one of my favorite travel purchases of the year, and that is this expandable duffel bag. So this is really useful if you are traveling somewhere and then you suspect you'll be bringing home maybe things that you bought on the trip, or maybe you're traveling for the holidays and you're going to be returning with gifts, or maybe you simply just want somewhere to put all the dirty clothes at the end of a trip so they're not mixed with clean clothes in the suitcase. So this packs flat in your suitcase, and then it will expand to small, medium, or large in size. And it comes with wheels that you can use or you don't have to, but that's nice because if you fill it full, it will get heavy to carry just as a duffel bag, so you can wheel it along. So I love to take this anywhere where I know I'm going to be returning, probably with more than I went with. I pack it flat in my suitcase, and then on the way home, just fill it and check it. It is so easy. The only thing I'll say is I have the pink and I love that, but after so many uses, it does really start to show dirt. So I maybe recommend one of the darker colors. I actually just bought it in black because I love it so much, but my pink one is a little beat up. But it's just really great, especially if you travel a lot. Number 19 is a bit of a twofer. These are two vacuum accessories that I think are so genius. So first off, if you have a Dyson cordless vacuum, then it is so annoying that we have to hold in the button to run the vacuum. Our fingers get worn out. Again, first world problems, but it's silly. Let us just push a button one time and have it be on, right? So this little doohickey hooks onto the vacuum, the nozzle part, and you just flip it up and it will hold the button in the entire time. So you can just maneuver around without having to hold it in yourself. Is that not genius? And then the second part to number 19 is a light that you can add on to the bottom of the vacuum, because if you've ever vacuumed with a light on the vacuum, then you know what a game changer that is. It really shows dirt so much better, so you are able to clean an area a lot better. But not all vacuums have that. So for the ones that don't, you simply add this on, and then you can turn it on and off with your foot with a little button that's on it at the bottom. They have versions that are rechargeable or ones that run on a battery. But if your vacuum does not have this, grab this. It's so affordable and it really makes a huge difference. Number 18 is going to be very useful come spring and summer, especially if you do not have a green thumb, which I do not. So it is these faux hanging baskets. When I tell you these look so realistic, I actually had a follower purchase these and told me that her son was watering them one day because he thought they were real. You guys, they look so realistic. I'm like, I'm never buying actual hanging baskets ever again because I can't keep them alive. This is so easy. It comes with everything you need right there in the kit. You just stick the little flowers into the styrofoam ball, hang it, and you will have beautiful flowers all spring and summer long. I actually took these out of the hanging basket at one point and stuck it into a like a pot on my front porch, and my neighbor came over and totally thought they were real as well. So very realistic looking and great if you do not have a green thumb. Number 17 is one that we purchased for use in the summer and then found use for it at the holidays as well. That is this pop-up trash can. This is made of metal, and what I love is that when you're not using it, it easily comes apart to store flat, and then it's really easy to assemble when you need to use it. But you just put it together, stretch a trash bag over it, and you now have an instant large trash can for people to put their trash in. Now, you might be saying, well, couldn't you just have like a larger trash can for people to put their stuff in? But I don't know about you. For all the more we really entertain, we didn't want to have extra trash cans that then take up space to store. This way, this stores flat. So we used this all summer long anytime we had, neighbors over or parties, barbecues. But then it was also really handy Christmas morning for my son to toss wrapping paper in as he tore through the gifts. So a lot of uses, especially if you entertain. It's very affordable. We actually have two of them. That way we can have one inside and outside in the summer. But it's just a really smart invention. And if you entertain, you will love it. Number 16 is a must if you want to clean glass shower doors a whole lot less often. That is the ceramic coating spray by LifeProof. Now, technically, this can be used on stainless as well. I have found that it is a little hit or miss with stainless, but for glass shower doors, it is a dream. So what you do, clean the glass shower door really well, apply this, rub it in. It comes with a microfiber cloth. Let it sit for 2 hours to cure. What then is going to happen is anytime water from your shower gets on the glass shower door, it beads off. So what that means is it's going to take a lot longer for soap, scum, and hard water to build up, and your glass shower door is going to stay cleaner so much longer. Now with stainless, they say you can use it on that. Same thing, apply it, let it sit for 2 hours to cure. And then it says it prevents smudges, which it does on some of my stainless. I applied it to a toaster anytime you touch it, your fingerprints get all over it. I applied this, and then when you touch it, you don't see the fingerprints. But then on our sink, I applied it, and sometimes I would still see the smudges right away. So again, it's hit or miss with stainless, but worth a shot. Might cut down on the smudges being as obvious as quickly. But the glass shower doors is where it really shines just for keeping them clean so much longer. And while we're talking the shower, if you have black mold and mildew in your shower, then number 15 is for you. That is this mold and mildew remover. Let me tell you, we had some mold and mildew in the shower in my son's bathroom, and I tried everything. Nothing would get rid of it. I would have followers ask, how do I get rid of that unsightly black mold? And I would say, there isn't a way. You have to recaulk it. Then I found this stuff, and it made a liar out of me because it totally worked. Now, I have had a couple people say they tried it and it didn't work for them. It might come down to the surface or how bad the situation is. But I say if you have it, it's worth a shot because it might work, and it's a lot easier than having to recaulk the area. All you do is apply it, let it sit for several hours. I let mine sit overnight, and then you just wipe it away. And literally the next day when I wiped it away, my jaw dropped. It got every last bit of it. The areas look brand new. It worked so well and is definitely worth a shot. And then speaking of mold and mildew, number 14 is this mold and mildew remover for outside of your home, for your brick, your stucco, just those outside surfaces. We had some really stubborn areas that nothing would work on. I sprayed this on, and before I even did anything, it was dissolving most areas. I mean, you'll see these before and afters here in this video. So good. I mean, the brick one still blows my mind. There's maybe one area on the stucco that I had to scrub, and sometimes it'll have you rinse and other times not, but it is so easy. It works very quickly. You're definitely going to want to have this on hand, especially come spring. Number 13 is a little specific, but it's for anybody with a pull-out trash can where the front is a cabinet door and it's chipping. Ours is unsightly and awful, and until I can finally get somebody out here to touch up the paint, this is my solution. It works so well. This is just a cover that you cut to fit the length of your drawer, and then it just snaps right over it and it hides all that chipped paint. So genius. Now for mine, it might depend on your cabinet type. Ours has like a little design at the top, like a little groove. So it does fit snugly, but every now and then if you hit it just right, it'll pop off. So what I do is just put like a command strip under there to stick it in place, and then it holds firmly. But it's just a nice way to hide those unsightly chips until you can touch them up with me. Number 12 is just a fun little easy home upgrade, and that is the new updated register covers or vent covers for in the floor. We had just the standard ones that come, pretty much in any home that are just kind of plain and boring. Well, I found these ones with a pretty design on Amazon, and I switched them out. They come in different colors, so I did different ones depending on the room. I just think they're prettier. They just level up a vent cover as best you can. They actually have different patterns out there. I will link a couple that I like, but a really easy, simple change that makes a big difference in your home. Let's move into the kitchen for these next few. Number 11 is this 2-in-1 oil sprayer and pourer. Can I say that? Pourer. So we have the spray cans of oil that you buy from the grocery store. You can skip that because this dispenser allows you to put in any oil of your choice. So I put in like my favorite extra virgin olive oil, and then it has a spout so you can pour some out if you're wanting to put it in a pan or something. And then it has a little nozzle so you could spray it if you're trying to maybe miss a muffin pan or a loaf pan or something like that. So genius. Now, I will say, there are two types out there. The one here in my video is just a regular clear one, and that's the one I started with. And then I was like, oh, wait, oil is technically supposed to be in dark glass. That's why a lot of times you'll see them in the dark green glass bottles, because light can get to it and spoil it sooner and make it go rancid. So technically we're supposed to protect it from light. So for that, there is a version that is darker so you can protect the oil. I will say we store our oil in like a dark cabinet anyway. So I've done the clear one and the oil has seemed fine. So if you go that route, maybe just store it in a dark place. Otherwise, grab the darker glass bottled one. But either way, it's so great. This is such a smart invention. We're at the halfway point, but before we get to these final 10, I want to know, what was your favorite purchase of 2024? Let me know in the comments. Number 10 might actually have me meal prepping a little more and eating a little better. That is this chicken shredder. Okay, I kept seeing this go around. I was like, gimmick, gadget, I don't need it. It's actually really good. I actually really love it. Okay, I'm eating my words, and I'm eating more chicken, quite honestly. So before this, I would boil chicken like in a crock pot or something, and then do the pull apart method with a fork, which, listen, it works, yes. But this is so much quicker and faster. You load your chicken up. It's honestly a little more fun than the pull apart method with the fork, and you just shimmy it back and forth. It shreds your chicken in seconds. So honestly, whether you're doing it for a meal or meal prepping, or you're putting it in like a chicken salad, it's just so easy. And what I really love is it's really easy to clean too. It comes with a scrub brush, and the chicken doesn't get all stuck up in there. I thought it would, and I'd be having to pick pieces out by hand, but no, it rinses clean. It is a dream. If you meal prep or need to shred chicken every now and then or all the time, you're gonna love this. Number 9, I just have pictures for, but these were my top 2 most asked about outfits this summer, and you guys, I wore them on repeat. When I tell you, I don't even know why I owned any other clothes. This was all I wore. This was all I loved to wear. They were comfy. They looked cute. I got the most compliments on them. So the first is this 2-piece, I guess, lounge set, we'll call it. Comes in different colors, but obviously keep this in mind upcoming for the spring because it is just so cute and cozy. I love that it's a little oversized, a nice loose fit. I've worn this to concerts, amusement parks, just running errands, lounging about the day. It was very just breathable and light. Absolutely love this one. And then the other one is this overall set. It's so cute, just a pair of overalls, I guess I should say, but super cute. Who would have thought I'd be wearing overalls at 40? But I'm telling you, you can still get away with it because every time I wore this, I got so many compliments on it. It's honestly very cute, also very comfortable. I just paired it with a bodysuit, but yeah, 2 good fashion finds for the past year as well. Number 8 has been the best upgrade to cleaning your oven racks. That is this oven rack cleaning kit by Carbona. First of all, Carbona is my favorite stain remover of all time. If you know, I never stop talking about it. So when I saw they had this oven rack cleaning kit, I was like, I trust it because they rock with the stain remover and they also rock with this. This kit could not be any easier. Before I discovered this, let me tell you, I was doing all the hacks, putting the racks in the bathtub and lining with dryer sheets or using Tide Pods or whatever. Guess what? They also required me to scrub a lot. This, not at all. You put the racks in the bags. It comes with the bags, comes with everything you need. Pour the bottle of solution in there, let it sit for, several hours overnight, whatever. And then the next day or hours later, the mess just melts right off. You rinse it underwater, they will look brand new again. So if your oven racks have taken a beating from the holidays, grab these. It's so good. You do not have to scrub your oven racks and spend hours trying to clean them anymore. And then while we're talking messes in the kitchen, number 7, the best stovetop cleaner if you have glass or induction stovetops. This one by Wyman. This thing works like a dream. If you have glass or induction stoves, you need to have this on hand. I have, as you see here in the video, a mess on the stove of epic proportions. I let a pot boil over. Now, I did use a steamer to remove the bulk of it, but it was left with just a layer that I could not remove no matter how much I scrubbed. So I just applied some of this. Honestly, I used more than I even needed. A little goes a long way. It lifted it instantly. And then I have, of course, since made more messes because I'm awful at cooking. And every time it removes them in no time with ease. Very little elbow grease needed. So I highly recommend this. And then if you need a good stainless steel cleaner, I really love their stainless spray. Now they have an aerosol and they have the actual spray. I prefer the spray. Both of these definitely great to have in your kitchen. And then staying in the kitchen, number 6, this refrigerator deodorizer. So for years, I just did a box of baking soda to cut down on odors because I don't know about you, but just depending on certain foods that you have in your fridge, you might get smelly in there. So I just stuck a box of baking soda in there. But what I found was you're to replace those every month. And that adds up quickly. If you're going to put a new box of baking soda in your fridge every month for 10 years, that's going to be a lot more expensive than this is. This is really affordable, looks cuter too. You literally just sit it in there. And for me, I feel like it's worked really well. We have no odors. You don't even know it's in there. So yeah, every fridge I think should have this. Number 5 are these cabinet shelf pull-out drawers. Now I have 2 different ones that I'm going to show you here. I just love this style of organizer in general. If you're short like me, then it makes it easier to get to content on higher shelves sometimes. But also for our lower cabinet that we have here where I use the white ones, it just makes it easier to get to the things in the back. As we know with organization, visible is usable. If you can easily get to it or see it, you're going to use it. If you can't, you won't. These drawers really solve that problem because then stuff doesn't get lost in the back because you can easily pull it out, bring the items to you. They're super simple. There's no hardware required. They just stick with adhesive and you really can use it in any, cabinet space. So I'm loving those. And again, there's different styles depending on your taste or the size of your cabinet. But these are definitely an organization upgrade I have loved this past year. And then speaking of organization and pull-out drawers, number 4, these pull-out racks for your closet. Now, this will not be for everybody, but if you have a space like mine here, or maybe a set of shelves with like the bar going under it, this might work. Super easy to install. And I just like the look of it better, the functionality of it better. And for me, it actually holds more jeans is what I have on it here, but you can do tops too. But it holds more than the bar did. But again, that's going to come down to space and how much depth you have and how much clothes you have on the rack to begin with. But it could be a better solution for your closet. And then number 3 is a good extra storage solution. That is this over-the-door hanging rack. So I love this thing because you can just put it on, take it off as you need, or keep it on there and it'll store flat when not in use, and then it expands open when you need it. So I love this because I needed a solution for coats. Whenever company would come over, our little hall closet barely fits anything and it's already full of our coats. So I know where to put coats of guests. So this way I can hang them on this, but it's also really good if you're steaming clothes or you need to hang something and wait for it to dry. Super simple solution, definitely a hit this past year. Number 2 is another travel favorite that we have really loved this past year, and that is this tablet holder that attaches to a headrest. It's very easy to put on and take off, so you don't have to keep it on all the time if you don't want to. But we have used this several times when we've done really long car rides. We just put my son's tablet on there. He can watch a movie. He doesn't have to hold it, which is nice because typically when he's holding it, he's bumping things. He's stopping movies, exiting out. I'm having to restart them. This is hands-free and so much easier. And the nice thing is it can pivot out to the middle. So if you have 2 people in the back seat, and you don't want to get one for each headrest, you can just pull this to the middle so both people can watch what's on the screen. This one is definitely very useful for travel. And finally, number 1, my favorite purchase of the year, or at least one of my favorite purchases of the year, and that is this tape dispenser. Now hear me out, because I know you're probably like, girl, a tape dispenser? Really? Yes, because it's a game changer. And by the way, this is adulthood, right? When you're excited about a tape dispenser. But the thing is, regular tape dispensers, what do? You have to hold it and tear off a piece every single time when you're trying to wrap a gift. With this, you load in your tape and it fits normal standard tape rolls, feed it through the wheel here, turn the dial, and it cuts individual pieces so that all you have to do is pluck them off and apply it to the wrapping paper and the gift. So it is so much easier, so much faster. I use this at Christmas time to wrap gifts, and I'm telling you, every single time I would take a piece of tape off, I thought, this is so genius. This is so handy and useful. So yeah, it's a game changer. It's one of my favorite things of the year. It also has a regular tape dispenser on the side and a little area to fit pens and scissors. But I'm telling you, you're going to use it all year long, and then you're going to be really happy you have it come the holidays. And that does it. 24 of my favorite purchases of 2024. Everything will be linked in the description below. I'll also pin them to the comments, and there's even more on my Amazon storefront. Don't forget to let me know in the comments your favorite finds of the past year. Hit the thumbs up button if this was helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for even more useful finds and helpful home tips.